Hey folks, Andrew from Brain Pulp TV back with more Magic Online. Today we are doing a Eldritch Moon / Shadows of Innistrad Swiss draft. Now, the previous draft you will most likely have seen would have been a flashback draft, and it went poorly. So I tend to stick to Swiss drafts so that you guys can have a decent number of matches to watch. So I'm going to enter the draft right now. We're going to get to the draft, and we're going to see how we do. Okay, so we have Collective Brutality. Escalate, target opponent reveals his hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from that player discards the card. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end turn. Target opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. That looks like it could definitely be good. We also have sacrifice 3 creatures, transform. We have the Voldaran Pariah. It's got madness of 3 black. That may not be bad. We definitely need to sort of look towards doing madness. A madness strategy if we're going to keep this. We have a vampire with trample. We have the Dawngriff, which is solid flyer. Steadfast the Cathar. Otherworldly Outburst. Graph Rats. We haven't obviously seen the Midnight Scavengers yet. Enlightened Maniac, which is not a bad card. I think it's a decent card. I think here, flash flying, and whenever a herald or another spirit enters the battlefield you control, tap target creature and opponent controls. I mean, that's very good as well too. I think I want to go with the Pariah. Yeah, let's go with that and then see if we can't. Oh, Eldritch Evolution. That might be a good card to. I mean, Cemetery Recruitment is also very good. She is a vampire, not a zombie, but still Cemetery Recruitment. But I think Eldritch Evolution is really, really good. I think it's worth picking. We got Chilling Grasp as well, too, which is good. We have the Wretched Gryff, which is very solid as well. I don't want to necessarily go black-green, but I mean, there's a lot of good cards in here. Wretched Gryff is good. Ulvenwald Captive, I think, is really good. Swift Spinner can also be good. Ironclad Slayer with the right support cards, like right aura and enchantment cards, I think is quite good. Exultant Cultist. Cemetery Recruitment, like I said, but I'm going to go with Eldritch Evolution here. Prison by the Moon. Enchanted Creature, Land, or Planeswalker. I mean, that's fun blue removal. Stitchwing might be good because it can enable our madness. Smoldering Werewolf is strong. Thermo Alchemist. Okay, so the Dragoon would be good to see, and there's nothing really good. I mean, there's the Woodland Patrol for green. Now I want to go black-red. I think it might be better to go black-red. I mean, it's still so early. Borrowed Hostility. There's a lot of good cards here. Thermo Alchemist. Okay, I'm going to go with the Advanced Stitchwing, and then I'm going to put Eldritch Moon to the sideboard for now. Grizzled Angler. Haunted Dead. I think Haunted Dead is going to be our pick. Yeah, I think Haunted Dead is almost definitely going to be the pick here. We also have Foul Bloods, which isn't bad. Grizzled Angler, I think, is really good. We don't have much in the way of colorless right now. I mean, there's definitely going to be ways to enable this, but I think Haunted Dead going for what we want to do, where it's like discard 2 cards, we can, if we're going to go for sort of like a madness strategy. Yeah, let's grab the Haunted Dead. Eternal Scourge. I don't mind this card, actually. I think this card is pretty decent. Wailing Ghoul might be good because it'll enable Delirium. Laboratory Brute enters the battlefield. Put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. I mean, that could help with Delirium as well, too. I like Eternal Scourge because it can sometimes be rather difficult to get rid of. You know what? I'm gonna go with Laboratory Brute here. I think it's the better card. Mind's Dilation. Whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell each turn, that player exiles the top card of his or her. Why do you put cards like this in when I'm drafting? I'm a sucker for these cards. Okay, let's go with the picks that are way better. Certain Death, I think, is way better. Fogwalker. There's a battlefield target creature and opponent controls doesn't untap during his next time. I mean, oh God, I really want to pick Mind's Dilation. But we're gonna pick Certain Death. Okay, now we've seen Midnight Scavengers, so we know it's out there. This is the second Graph Rats we've seen. I think we should pick the Dragoon because it allows to discard. We don't have much in the way of Madness yet. We can also go for Delirium. There's been tons of cards which would enable Delirium. Picking Graph Rats, I'm going to go with the Dragoon here. Borrowed Malevolence. Morn Willow, we have Eldritch Evolution, which may make Morn Will not a horrible pick. For blue, we have Contingency Plan, which I think is actually quite good for enabling Delirium. We don't have anything with Delirium yet. Borrowed Malevolence, I think, can be good removal as well too. You know what? I'm gonna take the Morn Will for sideboard now. I don't know if that was the best choice. It probably wasn't. Discard card. Each player loses 2 life. The Supplicant is probably what we're going to be taking here. Whispers. Target opponent discards a card at random. Delirium. If there are 4 more card types in graveyard, that player discards 2 cards at random instead. That's could be really good as well too. We don't mind if we're forced to discard. I'm going to take the Supplicant. Okay, now what do we have? Nothing really in our colors. We do have a green creature. We have also an artifact that we could take if we wanted to. I'm going to take the Swift Spinner. Once again, putting the sideboard in case we wanted to do that sort of strategy. I'm going to take Contingency Plan here. Turn aside, counter target spell that targets the permanent you control. Prevent all damage to be dealt this turn by non-human sources. I'm going to take Turn Aside and put in the sideboard. I'm going to take Wailing Ghoul here, I think. Yeah, Wailing Ghoul I'm going to take. Hey, we got a Fogwalker back. That surprises me. Okay, so we'll take that and we'll put a Forest in the sideboard. And we're Battlements. No, we don't want that. Man, nice card for the Niblis. Oh, this card wrecked me in my league. The final match of my league. Unsubstantiate is also quite good. White's got some great cards going on here. Spontaneous Mutation. The Weirding Vampire with Madness is exactly the sort of thing that we need in this deck. But I like Niblis of Frost for our first pick here. Yeah, like Niblis of Frost, Unsubstantiated, Weirded Vampire. They're all good. But I think I'm going to take the Niblis here. Grizzled Angler might be good. Drownyard Behemoth actually is... Jesus, this pack's wonderful for us. Markov Crusader. Boon. Another Supplicant. Even things like the commons are not too bad. Like Tattered Haunter. Let's see. Do we want the 4/3 lifelinker or do we want Drownyard Behemoth? I think I want the Behemoth. Let's take the Behemoth. Yeah, we're taking the Behemoth. Oath Liliana. That is which one? Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Okay, so we're not. Ooh, Abundant Maw. Once again, another boon. The Oath is good. I mean, I think the Oath is good. I like Maw here. Thraben Foulbloods might be good because we look like we're getting close to being able to start enabling Delirium pretty nicely. But I think the Maw is what we want here. Yeah, let's take Maw. Advanced Stitchwing. We already have one of those. I don't necessarily want a second one. Wretched Griff might be good as well too. I mean, the only problem is I love Emerge. The only problem is I don't want to load up with too much Emerge because we need certain things to be able to emerge them with. A second Supplicant it wouldn't be bad. Tattered Haunter I don't think would be bad. I think I'm gonna take the Griff here. Might not have been the best choice. We get another boon. We have another Haunted Dead. Now, I think I'm going to take the boon here. Haunted Dead is great. I don't think we necessarily need a second one right now. I think at this point I'd rather have some more removal. So we're going to go with the boon. The Academy. What does the Academy do again? Fill ability an opponent controls. Because you discard a card, you may reveal that card and put it on top of your library instead of putting it anywhere. Yeah. Wailing Ghoul, another Fogwalker. Take inventory is draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named take inventory in your graveyard. It's a sorcery speed accumulated knowledge, which isn't bad, but we've passed so many already. I don't know if we're going to be able to really use this. I wouldn't mind another Fogwalker and another Wailing Ghoul. I don't see this as being a big thing to take. I mean, if we're still thinking of maybe some green, Woodland Patrol, but green seems pretty picked over. I'm going to take another Fogwalker. Yeah, let's take the other Fogwalker. The Foulbloods is most likely going to be my pick here. There's the Cultist Staff, which isn't bad, but I think the Foulbloods is where, yeah, we'll do the Foulbloods here. Strange Augmentation, Displace, exile up to 2 target creatures you control, then return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. Do we have anything that would be really useful for? I mean, it's not useful. I think Strange Augmentation would be better. Spontaneous Mutation might be good as well, too. You know, I'm going to take Spontaneous Mutation. The Depths returned. Displace returned. Oh, the Vampire returned. Excellent. Yeah, let's grab Weirded Vampire. How are we? We're at 19 right now. It's not the worst deck I've ever drafted. I mean, we do still have the option of splashing green, though. Eldritch Evolution, because it's 2 green, it's not exactly splashable, but I think the Grizzled Angler here. Yeah, because we do have colorless creatures. The Angler seems like the best pick. It actually works well with our curve as well, too, because we need 3 drops. I mean, another Supplicant would be good. Field Creeper would be good for Delirium, but I don't think we need it. So, yeah, we'll grab the Angler. More Foulbloods, I think. Laboratory Brute versus Battlefield. I did pick the Laboratory Brute before, right? I mean, I think I'm going to take another Foulbloods here, whether we use it or not. Okay, here. The Dawn Griff. We don't have much that can deal with flying, I don't think. So I probably will take... I'll take the Dawn Griff. Just to get rid of a flyer. This, we're not going to splash for green, but what the hell? I don't want another one of Turn Aside. Well, we'll take the Academy. I don't know if we'll play it, but we'll take the Academy. And the Plains. We'll move the Academy over. Okay. We have Welcome to the Fold. Madness. Gain control of target creature if its toughness is 2 or less. That might not be bad. Tooth Collector, which is great. The Mentor, which could be good. Startled Awake. Which one's Startled Awake again? Target opponent puts the top 13 cards of his or her library in his graveyard. Put Startled Awake from your graveyard into the battlefield transformed. This in draft with 40 card decks could be huge. I mean, I'm not sure if it's better than something like Welcome to the Fold or Tooth Collector, but I can see this being really good in when you have 40 cards. Because if you get a late game, you can pretty much almost win the... You know what? No, I'm going to take Startled Awake. Do not know if that was the right choice. It probably wasn't, but I'll live with it. Creeping Dread at the beginning of your upkeep. Each player discards a card. Each opponent who discards a card that shares a card type with it loses 3 life. Wow, this pack is awful for us. Drownyard Temple. Not feeling it. Catalog. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. I'll probably take the Catalog. Of the ones we have here, it's the best for us. I mean, we could, if we still want to consider splashing for green, we have the Scavenger. Which might not be bad, but here I think... Yeah, let's take Catalog. Go off the shores, return to the owner's hands. All creatures with toughness less than or equal to the number of islands you control. That could be a fun card to play. Liliana's Indignation, which could be good. Top X cards of your library into your graveyard. Target player lose 2 life for each card put in your graveyard this way. I mean, I think this could be a solid finisher. We also have the Hounds, which would be good. Another catalog, Engulf the Shore, but I think, yeah, I think this is the way to go. Allows me to click on it. Sleep Paralysis. Probably. Rancid Rats isn't bad either. I like Rancid Rats. I think I got several copies now in my collection because I drafted. But I think Sleep Paralysis is probably the better card here. Yeah, we're going to go with Sleep Paralysis. Essence Flux. Exile target creature control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner control. If it's a spirit, put a 1/1 counter on it. Do we have something that, I mean, stuff like Fogwalker that might not be bad to work with? When Rotted Ghoul dies, target player discards a card. Oh, we have a Murderous Compulsion. Yeah, I think Murderous Compulsion is the best bet here. We're already at 25, so we're definitely cutting some stuff, but I think Murderous Compulsion is definitely a good card to have. The Crow Dark Tidings will probably be the pick. Fleeting Memories. Stallion. But I think, yeah, here given our deck, I think Crow Dark Tidings is good. Anguish Unmaking almost makes me want to splash white. Silent Observer, but we have the Twins. And I think the Twins are probably the best pick here, given that we do have discard abilities, and we were originally going for more of a mana strategy. We didn't quite get there, I think, with a lot of our cards, but I think Twins is definitely the strongest pick here, though. Anguish Unmaking. I mean, this also makes me believe that no one's white-black. Corrupt Graftstone, possibility. Rotten Heart Ghoul, or Stallion. No, I don't want Corrupted Graftstone. Stallion of Ashmouth. Or Rotten Ghoul. You know what, I'm going to go with the Stallion. Cobb Waltz. Ongoing Investigation. Whenever one or more creatures deals combat damage to a player, investigate. And then there's the Vessel. Sacrifice the target puts the top 3 cards of his or library into graveyard. This will help us with Delirium. It's between the Vessel. Actually, Niblis of Dusk is not bad either. We're creature heavy. I'm going to take the Waltz. Don't know if that was the best choice. Yikes. Creeping Dread. I still do not like Creeping Dread. Let's just get the Embroiled Wolf out of there. Shambling. So target creature card from a graveyard. We'll put that in our sideboard. Magnifying Glass. Put that in the sideboard. Ghoul. Fork in the road. And end up with a Forest. So we're at 31 right now. So we're definitely going to have to remove some stuff here. So let's sort by... No, let's group creatures separately. And then sort by converted mana cost. Oh, so you do this now? Okay, so that's weird. Let's see. We've got 21 creatures, so we can definitely start cutting some creatures. Let's take out one of the Fogwalkers. Now, if I were to cut one of these guys, which ones would I cut? Abundant Maw or Wretched Griff? Wretched Griff is 3/4 flying. Abundant Maw. I mean, maybe keep them all in. Is it possible? Let's see what spells we have. Murderous Compulsion I like to keep. Maybe for now, let's take the Waltz out. Certain Death we will keep. Startled Awake, Sleep Paralysis, Catalog, Boon, Murderous Compulsion. We're 29. We need to cut 6. No, we need. Let's see. Let's try to cut a couple more creatures. Let's take out the Rotten Heart Ghoul. What are we for madness right now? We got the Twins, we got Pariah, we got Weirded Vampire. Is that it? Is that all we have for madness? Maybe take out one of the Foul Bloods. Take out the Maw. This puts us down to 16, so we can cut 3. Man, I always do this. I want to keep a card in that I'm fairly certain I shouldn't. But Startle Awake probably being one of them. Spontaneous Mutation doesn't really get rid of the creature. It just... Let's take care of Spontaneous. Let's get rid of that. 25. So now, Murderous Compulsion, Contingency Plan, Catalog, Boon, Startled Awake, Certain Death, Liliana's. Let's bring you over. Oh, okay. So we need to get rid of 2 more. Let's take out the Stallion. Okay, how important is Delirium to us right now? we have, because I just took out a card that had Delirium for Delirium. We have the Foul Bloods. We don't really have much in the way of Delirium now, because I've taken out Stallion, the other Foul Bloods. Let's take out Contingency Plan. And that puts us down to 23. So that's the magic number. Combine groups. Okay, so we'll add lands. Okay, so here is the deck we have, folks. We have a Fogwalker, Murderous Compulsion, Olivia's Dragoon, Wailing Ghoul, Catalog, Grizzled Angler, Boon of Emicrul, Crow of Dark Tidings, Skursdag, Supplicant, Thraben Foul Bloods, Laboratory Brute, Sleep Paralysis, Nimbus of Frost, Startled Awake, which I'm still not sure whether we should be keeping in or not, Haunted Dead, Weirded Vampire, Advanced Stitchwing, Twins of More Estates. We have the Pariah here, Certain Death, Wretched Griff, Drownyard Behemoth, and Liliana's Indignation. So this is the deck that will be taking us through the draft. However, we'll be starting the matches of the draft in the next part. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, advice, things that maybe I should have picked, things that I definitely shouldn't have picked, I know there's always a few of those things that I definitely shouldn't have picked, but I couldn't help myself. Please leave that in the comments section below. Otherwise, you can contact or follow us on Twitter at BrainPulpTV, or contact and follow me directly on Twitter at GeekTragedy. And now that all is said, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us here, and I'll see you all very soon.